Hi, I got a really exciting video for you. I usually don't do intros, but I think this one warranted it. This was Iona's second detective trial. So that's the highest level that dogs trial at in AKC. And so it's pretty exciting. It was held at a ranch in the mountains outside of Los Angeles, and there was all kinds of animals around, and Iona can be easily distracted. So that was my main concern going into it. However, as we exited the car, Yellow Jacket started swarming us because it smelled the meat and our treats. So that freaked her out. She's scared of Yellow Jackets. It's funny. She hunts flies. She's indifferent about bees, and she's scared of Yellow Jackets. So I took a second. I let somebody go in front of us and kind of gathered her, took a little walk with her, came back, and the Yellow Jacket was still there, and she got freaked out again. So at that point, I thought, well, let's go ahead and go and do it. And you'll see the video. I ran the search with her. She did phenomenal. And there was even some really loud distractors, some helicopters. She worked right through them fine. And then I had her keep searching. Obviously, I wanted to make sure we didn't lose any hides. And she was acting weird. She was, at first you'll see she kind of goes and checks out a gopher hole or something because she's like, I did my work, now I can check out the gophers. But then she started pulling me out of the search area, just dragging me out of the search area. And I actually thought that we were going to get excused. You can get excused in AKC if your dog is not actively working or if they are, pulling you out of the search area. So I kind of got concerned and tried to restart her, and just wasn't happening. She kept pulling me out, and at the time I thought it was because she was freaked out. However, this is why you need to buy your videos. Looking at the video after the fact, I think what was happening was she was in odor from a hide, from the other hides that were set on the other side of the property for later in the day. So I was asking her to find odor, and she said there's no odor here, but there's odor over there, and she was yanking me towards it. So I think that's what was going on. At the time, I couldn't see that. I thought she was freaking out, but she worked really well, and we got a cue. So I guess it really pays to listen to your dog. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Here's the video. So here we are at the start line, giving her a second or two to just get acclimated before she searches. She likes to run big, so you can see right here she's taking inventory of the whole search area. This isn't a concern for me because she's so fast, she'll find a hide pretty quickly. And I'm just letting her lead me at this point. Alert? Yeah. Yes. See, I come all the way in and feed at source every time. You can watch me do that hopefully in all my videos. So I got her out from behind the shed. And she's obviously an odor here. I'm just giving her the space to work it. Alert?
Yes.
Yes, good girl. So this is interesting. She gets in a little bit of cooling odor in this kind of refrigerator thing. So she's working it here and trying to figure out that if there is indeed a source there or not. But it is blowing there from this hide right here. Alert?
Yeah.
Yes, good girl. 3. Another. This is a converging problem.
Yes, good girl. 4.
She solved pretty quickly. But then I kind of took her back into that little area again. So that took her a while to get out of it. So she's pretty much ruled out that refrigerator.
Okay.
But I want to make sure because I don't want to come back there. I want to know that I've cleared that area so that I feel pretty comfortable leaving and then not coming back. Again, you can see she's an odor here because she's running. Big change of behavior, and then works it right back to the table. So that was a pretty clear cut. Alert?
Yeah.
Yes, alert right there. And you can see she's right on to the next hide. Don't ever feel shy about getting behind stuff or going out of the boundaries if your dog is actively sourcing a hide. So you can see I kind of had to go on the other side of this table for her to get to it.
Yes, good girl. 6.
However, I'm not just going to let her run out of the search area in search of a new hide, because I know there's none out there, so I get her back here. So we're going to be getting this helicopter sound pretty soon, so I'm just going to let you guys hear how loud it is. Crazy, huh? So if you're ever in a situation where you can't call alert or the judge won't hear you, you can always raise your hand as an alert, as you saw that I did there. So you can see that Iona's behavior changes right here. She goes and checks out this gopher hole, and then she sniffs the cone over here. So she didn't do any of this before when there was odor around. So this is a good indication for me that she might be done. So I restart her here, get her refocused. She checks out the dog bowl. All the things she didn't check on the first round, she's into checking out now. You can see she doesn't pay attention to any of the hides that she's already found, which is awesome. So you can see she keeps trying to take me out of the search area back to where we started. And that, I think she was on odor over there, or odor was pooling over there or something, but you can see right here, she's gonna drag me out of here and try to go back that same direction over and over and over. And that's what I think was going on, but I was too in my head to see that at the time. Look, she's facing that way, going, let's go that way, dude. And I'm like, no, let's go this way. So I didn't listen to her, but I'm trying to get her to pay attention to me, but what I really need to be doing is paying attention to her right there.
Sorry, one more spot.
So here she starts to get a little frantic, and I decide to call it. At the time, this search felt just so icky, and I was so unhappy with how we communicated, but I'm really glad that I took the time to get that video and watch it, and so that I could determine what was going on ultimately. So I think I've learned something from this. Hopefully you have too.